Hello there, and welcome to this talk through on DWARF 3 on plane tracking. What you're watching now, the footage is taken from my iPhone a couple of days ago. Beautiful morning, as you see the sunrise just going up. DWARF 3 tracking there. This was actually an auto capture, which I will show later in the video. As you can see now I've just gone off the track. I've put up the speed, the track mode, checking some other destination. Cannot remember exactly what I was recording, so sorry. It's a lot of footage. Here I'm looking for a clear sky or a part of the sky to be able to point the dwarf at without any moving objects. Just checking on the capture mode, making sure it's there. Searching for part of the sky. You can see the bottom right. I'm trying to get to not anything from the ground visible. So now I activated it, and it's searching. The dwarf will just do its thing in the daytime. If you don't put it in the sun, here I'm just checking the autofocus, making sure that it's not out of focus, because that would be not good. You won't get any good recordings if you don't do that. So here I'm going through because it's been blocked, because I think I actually had something set up. Oh no, here we're already going into the night mode. Okay. Oh yeah, this is how to set up at night. So I'm just going to let it play, and I'll talk in between, picking up point in the night sky. Oh no, obviously a fault with the dwarf there, we didn't connect. So I pick out a hotel, which is, as you can see, plenty of kilometers away. It's having trouble here. There you go. Click into autofocus first, also to get the box, the rectangle in the middle, which I'm pointing out. You can realign. I found out the other day. Thank you very much, Dwarf Lab, for pointing that out. If you somehow accidentally get them offline, so that your rectangle on the wide angle view, which you're actually going to be using to mainly search for, like you see me doing now. I'm just checking now everything's in focus on dark objects further than 160 meters away, and then I'm going to point it at the sky. So I have at 654 is normally is the what on my version now, what on my telescope is what the settings normally are for the focus. It can range between 654. Okay, there's a problem going on here. Going back out, checking it's on UFO mode. Auto scan. No, it's not working. This is because this is issue here with the scheduling. I have to delete that. No, it's not having it. Oh, there's a problem there. Fault. Wants it out. Searching. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I think, but yeah, I had to reboot it. I think. So now it already caught something in the night sky. So it's taking this dot, and it's kind of annoying that the square is constantly covers it. But here I'm actually changing the focus because I want to see if it's a star or not. So I'm just wanted to share this with you because it's actually quite fascinating. When you go in, you start seeing this ring appear, and the dark center, which you'll get, is clear on a star. So of course, depending on how it's moving, if or how it's moving in the night sky, this is zoomed in on the iPad screen. So the pixelation is there. I've put the video later in to the end to watch the original footage, because don't forget this is going over the iPad and it's a screen recording. Okay, so now that's why it's not looking brilliant. It's not going to clear it up too much, but it's gone in out of focus. I'm going short, long, trying to see if I can pick out anything else on the object, or at least record something which can be visible at a certain focal length in this sense. So it's still fixing on the star though. The only thing is here, the only shame here is we cannot actually see if the dwarf is moving or not. So I have gone and done a recording, or used a second camera to video the dwarf while it's actually doing movement. It's not that easy to coordinate though. So okay, here I am. I'm going through different steps now. I'm going to change the gain because I want to see about the lights, any more stars which are visible in the background. As you can see, I've raised the contrast below. It's at 36. I'm just going to drop it a bit, maybe a little bit too high. You can change the gain. You can also change it on the wide and normally jump back quite quick. But this is still recording. But I just wanted to see if there's anything else going on around. That's why I made it a little bit lighter. You have to be careful. Too much gain, it will lose the object and it will just go crazy for a second until you get it back to best setting range. Just hit the function there and go on to auto at the top on your shutter. So this is just going to keep on running. So yeah, I hope there was some things in there which people could see. On the settings, you can go back, ask questions if you have any. I enjoy doing these videos, so please feel free. I'll just get round to it when I get round to it, and I just love to see more people having more footage out there. This is why I'm glad to help. You don't see much of the UFO tracking mode footage out there, so please post more. So here the dwarf just caught all of a plane. I think it's a plane. So a little bit of a star moving in the thing, so it's definitely moving. I've zoomed in a bit here. I'll zoom in a little bit further, trying to get it just so we can see. The movement you see is actually, I mean, the dwarf has got to pick out these lights at night, so it's trying to track this thing in the dark. You cannot see anything, so it only has the lights to orientate. So there might be a bit of slight movement there. I have not stabilized this. Okay, this is all I have done is a little bit of the light contrast. I've tried to keep it as natural as possible because this is supposed to be a plane. So I bet somebody in the world can get it much clearer than I can, or do the stuff with it. I know Peter Osborne does magic to everything. He's done another different video which I want to go through of mine. So, but he's a busy guy. Now this one gets interesting. This one's supposed to be a plane as well. I don't know if I definitely has different lighting than the other one, and the order of lights. But now it seems to be four. This can always happen depending on which direction the plane's flying. But I hope you enjoy the video. Watch the others, subscribe, get back to me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.